Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Aquarius. Please keep in mind that it is a general reading. That means it's not going to resonate with each and every one of you who are watching. So, Gemini, what I have here is a couple, and it looks like the spark went out of the relationship. But I feel like you still want the relationship. I feel like you both do. I feel like you guys stopped communicating. It's like the light went out of the relationship. You stopped talking. And I feel like the relationship just deteriorated to the point where it's like you feel like it's dying, but you don't want to let it go. Okay. And you may feel powerless to save it. You don't know what's going on. You haven't yet made the connection, to the fact that when the communication stopped, so did the relationship. You see, you're together, but you're apart. Okay. And so it's like you live in the same house, but it's like you're not together. Something is missing. And when you're not talking, it leaves the door wide open for the imagination to sweep in and fill the blanks with all kinds of crazy things, that aren't real. But you may, with time and circumstance, come to believe that they're true. So you have the book on top of this, and the book is telling me that there's information that you don't have that you would very much like to have, and that is, where is this relationship going? What has happened? What has happened? What has happened to the love? I think that what you really should be asking yourself is, how and when did this silence begin? And I feel like if you can find the answer to that question, you'll know how to fix it. You'll know how to fix it. Sometimes it's just that you get together and you're just so much in love, and then you start getting busy building your dreams, but you start building them separately, and you forget to nurture the relationship. So, if you don't water those flowers outside, they ain't going to grow. They're going to wither and die. Well, it's the same with a relationship, and you need to nurture it. And so it could feel like you're losing a wish. It could feel like you're in the dark. It could feel like you're losing hope with the star being in the reverse here. I feel like you're not talking, and they're not talking, and you're imagining all kinds of things. You just want things to go back to the way they once were, when you were like happy and crazy in love. But it's like now you're examining what's in this cup. What's in this relationship? What drew me to this person in the first place? Go and ask yourself these questions. And then sit down with your partner and tell them how you're feeling. My goodness. Feeling powerless with the Phoenix. It can also be you need to release something, and I feel it is these pent-up feelings is what you need to release. Okay, and maybe you feel powerless to do this, or maybe because of what you're imagining, you may believe that if you do this, it could make matters worse. That's just the imagination talking. How can it make it worse to communicate? You're hoping for a change of luck. You're hoping for a new opportunity or an opportunity to fix things, to get this relationship back on track, to take it back to what it once was, All it's going to take here is a little love and a whole lot of communication. That's it. You're emotionally troubled, okay? I feel like that is the solution. The solution is to start communicating, to tell this person how you feel, to open up your heart to this person. And believe me, if you open up your heart to this person, they will surely open up theirs because you love each other. I feel like you love each other. And make a new promise, that you're going to keep those lines of communication open. Here's Temperance, when she's got both of her feet in water, so you're feeling very emotional, wanting to heal this, wanting to get back what you've lost. You're trying to figure out what went wrong. You're trying to figure out what went wrong. For some of you, maybe you're on a time apart, because, things kind of deteriorated to a point where you couldn't be with them anymore, or they couldn't be with you anymore. You just weren't getting along, weren't understanding. The problem is you weren't talking. And if you were talking, well, you weren't telling the truth. Okay, about what you were really feeling inside, and how perhaps their lack of communication or certain actions may have made you feel like you couldn't talk, or vice versa. But I mean, you just got to start talking about how you're feeling to your partner without pointing, fingers or putting the blame. You've got to just open up about your feelings. You feel shut out, okay? And I feel like they don't realize that they made you feel that way. And I think that you are going to find that out. Okay, so you can start by telling them that you love them, um, you know, um, and open up your heart. Whatever's in your heart, whatever you're feeling, without blame, okay? Whatever you're feeling without blame, then, and say it. Because what I think has happened is you stopped talking because of something, and it could have been an old wound that one of yous were carrying, may have got triggered. Somebody stopped talking. The other one joined the group. They stopped talking as well, and then the imagination started creating all kinds of havoc between you. Okay, so offer a bridge. There it is. You see it? The bridge. I want you to offer your partner this bridge today, okay? And see where it leads. You're on a time apart, and this is a meeting place. So I mean, it's possible they might offer you a bridge, but I feel more like you need to do this. You need, whoever is watching this video, you need to offer this bridge to your partner, okay? And tell them how you're feeling. Speak from your heart. And and if you were the one who initially stopped talking to them, tell them why. so that they don't misconstrue, what happened. So that they understand that, oh, that's why, because they probably didn't even imagine that one, you know. The Knight of Wisdom, this could have been going on for some time. Um, I feel like um, I feel like you love this person. I feel like you are missing information, and or maybe you have information to offer to this situation. It's going to go one way or the other. But somebody needs to put the effort to move towards the other, to take the first step, to be the one. Okay? To be the one. And I feel like it's just like so simple, but yet it works. It's like such a simple solution. Communication. But yet sometimes communication is very difficult to do, but yet it sounds so simple, eh? But if there's been a wound or somebody's carrying a wound, this could definitely affect how they were communicating, okay, in the relationship, and why they stopped communicating. It's either you or them. An old wound, I feel, got triggered. And so somebody just clamped up, thinking this and thinking that. And that progressed, to something bigger. It like builds to a volcano, but we don't want it to build up like that. We want to nip this in the bud and start nurturing this relationship back to life, back to what it once was. That is the wish. You're missing this person, and you want to make up with this person, I feel. And if it's not you, well, it's them who wants to make up with you. Okay, it goes one way or the other. And so reflection is needed on this. Okay, if you are the one who's holding back from talking, then you need to reflect why you're really not talking, or why you feel you can't talk to your partner. Okay? And when you find the answer to that, well, you'll know what to do. So, you guys are still very connected. You both are still in love with each other. You're both still in love with each other. Okay? You just need to start talking and trusting. The reason that you may not be trusting is because of the fact that you weren't talking, and the imagination sweeps in to dream up all, your or imagine your deepest, darkest fears. But really, you need to put the effort into telling this person how you feel. Go tell your partner you love them, and give them a hug. That'll be enough to start it up. You know. So put the effort. Put the effort, and put an end to this silence, doing things separately. You know, no talking. I look at this card, and it's like two people who want to be together but who are apart, and each one of them is suffering. So there's going to be communication, and it's either you or it's them, but one of you is going to end this. One of you is going to step forward and tell the other one how you're really feeling, you know, but like in a, not in a confrontational way, okay? Just open up your heart, but don't be confrontational. That's how I want to put it. And if it's easier for you, write it in a letter, you know. Put a big heart on the letter and give it to your partner. Okay, so look at that. All right, so there's still hope here, first of all, but you got to lay these ghosts to rest. Okay, you got to lay them to rest. Yeah, imagination is under it with the mermaid. Okay, it's about imagination, and so there's still hope here. We see that on that tombstone. This relationship doesn't have to die. You can bring it back to life. It's what the bellows is saying. It's what this ring is saying, and it is what justice is saying. Okay? You can bring it back to life. Start speaking the truth. Start admitting to the truth. Start talking to your partner. Start talking to your partner. Okay? That's what you got to do. So you clearly see two people here in front of justice, speaking but not fighting, just speaking the truth. And one is saying, well, okay, you know, I feel this way, or you made me feel this way, and it hurt because of something you did or said. And the other one said, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm guilty of that, I am sorry. And then, you know, it all gets worked out. And so, but it's not confrontational. And this conversation needs to be had to restore the balance in this relationship. Okay, what's happening is your relationship, if you're not happy with your outer world, look inward for your answer, not outward. Look inward for your answer. Okay, because the inner and outer worlds are connected. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Happy New Year to everyone, and have a safe and happy holiday. Bye for now.